Yo, what's up? T-Bow, back in the hood. Yo, I guess you guys can't also wait just like me for this game to come out, man. This is a video Crimson Desert, the final preview from IGN. Give this a thumbs up and let's watch the video, man.
And now, a bloody battle unfolds. Between the Greymanes, who fight to uphold his will, and the Black Bear forces.
Yo, this scene already looks nice, man.
Every once in a while, a particularly ambitious game comes along and immediately hooks the audience. In Crimson Desert's case, showing a grand-scale world that recalls elements of...
Alright, so you can climb a lot of mountains. Damn. I don't know, man. I hope you got something like fast travel, man.
Breath of the Wild and The Witcher 3 quickly garnered a mystique for its ridiculously over-the-top ambitions for a new open-world action game. However,
Yo, this looks like Ghost of Tsushima. Just a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
ridiculously over-the-top ambitions for a new open-world action
Know what I'm
game.
saying? The effects.
However, since its reveal back in 2019, it has taken a long time to get a clearer picture of how the ambitions driving Crimson Desert have taken shape. And now, in 2026, it's garnered some healthy skepticism, leading many to feel it might be one of those games that's just too good to be true.
I played Black Desert Online and I had a couple of characters and I loved what Pearl Abyss did with the game, like the PvE, PvP. But the more you played the game, the more it would get pay to win. Know what I'm saying?
Thankfully, with the now firm March 19th release date fast approaching, we have some extended hands-on time with developer Pearl Abyss's large-scale
Parkours.
single-player action game. After diving into the opening hours of this grand-scale
Yeah, he said it's a single player action game. Maybe they will do something online, like later on, something like Black Desert, or maybe something like From Software did with Elden Ring Night Rain. If something like that comes out, man, I will be really happy.
sword and sorcery adventure, we got to see just how detailed and vast the world of Crimson Desert is in real time and what
So the fights look nice, man. I love how the blood is spilled everywhere, man.
sorts of oddball quests and brutal combat encounters are to come in protagonist Cliff's adventures across Pywell.
Written by Alessandro Filari. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, the map looks really big.
Crimson Desert focuses on the story of wandering warrior Cliff, a member of the Greymane faction that seeks to keep the continent of Pywell safe during harsh times. But after a ruthless warlord
Look at the combat. Am I crazy? Or is it a mixture, like he said, from Witcher 3 and Ghost of Tsushima?
decimates
Or even maybe Rise of Ronin, man.
much of his crew, Cliff himself is seemingly killed in battle. But he's soon resurrected by mysterious new allies that come from the Sky Realm known as the Abyss. Now tasked with rebuilding the Greymanes, he'll recruit new and returning members to his cause, push the limits of his newfound powers, and
And by the way, I already pre-ordered the game. And yo, when this game's come out, I'm gonna stream it, man. Like, at least 4 hours a day, man.
directly confront a civil war and a malevolent force that's threatening the balance of the world.
And I'm not sure I'd be much help on my own.
Originally planned as a direct prequel to the MMORPG Black Desert Online, Crimson Desert is now a standalone
He said it.
adventure set in the same universe. Even without knowing the lore of Black Desert
Same
Online,
universe?
Crimson Desert keeps connections light, aside from the similar high fantasy setting and, occasional references. It totally throws itself into the style of a Western high fantasy epic, but with the added energy of an Eastern style action game in the vein.
Alright, so you have, if you are guarding, it looks like you have auto-blocking from every side.
But with the added energy of a
Like, look at this. This guy attacked him, and now this guy's attacking him. He turns automatically to him, and when he attacks, he will turn directly to him. Watch this.
Eastern style action
saw that?
game in fantasy epic, but with the added energy of an Eastern
saw
style
that?
action game in the vein of Final Fantasy. The opening chapters of Crimson Desert do well to introduce Cliff as a rugged and stoic hero who can easily cut down enemies in his path, but is also willing to lend a helping hand to the citizens across the land.
But they got what was coming to them.
What do you need,
All
bro?
thanks to you.
Though
I got
much
you.
of the footage we've seen showcased the grand spectacle and ludicrous action in Crimson Desert, our hands-on time largely focused on the more laid-back tutorial set in the Hernan region of
Mission
Taiwa.
complete.
We
Woman in
played
white.
Crimson Desert 3 times
Whoa.
before this extended hands-on, all of which focused on isolated boss battles and spectacle combat. But with this tutorial setting the tone for the pacing and storytelling, we've now got a much better idea of the larger structure of this open world
Yo, you
adventure.
can fly?
While Crimson Desert
Well,
has gotten
you can glide. That was not flying, that was gliding.
a ton of comparisons to The Legend of Zelda, The Witcher, and even Dragon's Dogma, one game that really came to mind during our hands-on was Red Dead Redemption 2.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
Despite what we've seen before about how fast you navigate the massive world, at ground level, there is a surprising focus on navigating its densely populated areas with care and attention. We spent a lot of time just wandering the back alleys, interacting with people,
Hernan's contribution shop.
going about their day,
Alright, let's see. Defense 4 bottom plate helm. Stock 1 in stock. Alright. And so you got, what is this? Is this the, defense. Alright. So the top right, I guess it says your defense.
finding new shops and cooking recipes, and even uncovering optional activities that do a good job of making the world
So you got a normal level system, I guess, with completing quests and side quests.
feel bustling and lived in.
What a woeful fate.
Yo, what is
Some
this
of our
guy doing?
favorite moments from the opening hours came from seeing what sorts of side quests the townsfolk would pull us into.
You was something, lady. Can I get your number?
In one instance, we encountered a man who fell from his roof and needed help with cleaning his chimney. And that is exactly what we ended up doing for this side quest. We climbed up on the roof, positioned ourselves on the top of the chimney,
do I look
and
like a
used our
fucking
newly
chimney
acquired
cleaner,
broom to
man?
clear out the gunk to help the husband get some relief.
Oh, my back. You've
I
done me a
told you
huge
he was
favour there.
faking it.
Would you come off it, woman?
Look at him.
Despite the tone and action being serious, we were pleased to see how much humor and quirkiness were packed into
No disrespect to the job, man. It's hard work.
Crimson Desert's opening hours. There are plenty of enemy bases to topple, but we also spent some time playing some back alley games of rock, paper, scissors with the local ruffians.
Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
No crying if you lose.
There's
I would say that too, man. I would say that too.
even a quest that had us rescue an abducted
Yo,
sheep
is that a what?
to cheer up an upset child, and seeing the very serious Cliff engage in such activities was much more amusing than we expected.
Now, is this the friend you were looking for?
Wooly? That's not Wooly. Wooly's got a fluffier tail.
Cliff begins
Yo, then get another sheep, shave him, and put wool on his tail. And then you got your woolly motherfucker.
his journey with a fairly modest skill set and knowledge of the world, and as in traditional open world action games, the larger pull of Crimson Desert will be to expand his abilities and insight. When you pick up quest information, recipes, and even bounty notices for roaming targets, Cliff will expand his knowledge and fill out his records of all
Is
the
that a
wildlife
rabbit?
characters and important events of
Is this our lunch?
the world. We were impressed to see how much was packed into this comparatively modest section
Bro, this map looks hella big, man.
of the massive game world. Seriously, just looking at the map had us taken aback by how
Oh,
large
shit.
Tyrell was.
Bro.
It was interesting to take
Yo, we will have at least 1,000 hours in this game.
in Crimson Desert's pacing and its deliberately detailed approach to
Did I say 1,000? I mean 10,000, man. Alright, maybe 4,000 or even more.
navigating and interacting with the world initially took some time to get used to. Even as a tutorial, we were kind of surprised to see how much time is spent on getting players to really take in the many features and opportunities to find. Granted, it is very much in the vein of Red Dead Redemption 2's movement and interaction, but admittedly
Yeah.
we felt overwhelmed by just how much you could interact with. You can actually go up to nearly
Bounty. Name Jeffrey. Bro, we're gonna kill every single one in the city, man. No matter what, he has a bounty or not, man.
all citizens to greet them or even rob them, provided
Rob them.
You have a mask to disguise yourself, of course.
I pray the day greets you well.
Despite the range of activities, Crimson Desert is also a
We're gonna rob everybody.
combat-heavy game. And even with Cliff's limited skills, the battles you can get into are quite brutal to see unfold. Initially, we started brawling with bandits and goblins around the city. Still, eventually, things took a turn when rival knights and other faction leaders started looking to get a piece of Cliff. The mini-boss battle against Matthias was a particularly thrilling fight, and even as one of the early encounters, it did a good job of showing how visceral...
Bro, attack him, one hit! Nice. Yo! Bro. I hate quick time events.
Eventually, Cliff will make trips to the mythical abyss.
Don't get me wrong. I got the fastest fingers in K11.
This realm, where we navigated a series of floating ruins far in the sky. Stepping into these visually stunning environments was one of the best moments from our hands-on time.
But I got the reaction time of a Tortuga.
And it also gave us a jaw-dropping view of the world's vast landscape. These are also segments that introduce the new Abyss powers in some puzzle platforming challenges.
Yo, did you play Jedi Star Wars? If you play that game and you're not into puzzles, I feel you, bro.
These magic powers elevate Cliff's combat and traversal skills to use his Force-style
But at least this is not the focus of the game.
powers to manipulate objects and use a Force jump ability to propel him off the ground. Eventually, we were granted the ability to glide and took it out for a spin by skydiving back towards the ground. It is a fun ability
Yeah, like
to
I
use,
said,
but it definitely
it's gliding,
takes
not flying.
a ton of stamina to get the most out of it.
The power to soar through the open skies is yours to command.
Throughout
Yo, is that Recluse?
the game,
Through the open skies is yours to command.
That's Recluse, bro.
Throughout the game, Cliff will acquire Abyss
Ooh. Power consumed to execute skills and special actions.
Catalysts, which will serve as skill points
Endure damage taken during combat. And for that you need the Abyss artifact.
to upgrade stats and unlock new abilities. These upgrades include improved jumping and more combat skills such as a suplex and more advanced sword strikes. In addition to exploring towns and the surrounding wilderness, we also get to see the early goings-on of the Greymane faction system, which focuses on building up a crew, sending them on missions, and gaining new resources.
Oh shit. This is cool, man. This is really cool.
Though we weren't able to see it evolve much, it was impressive to see that it's actually a full-fledged management system that will continue to grow as you explore the world.
Stainfell Fortress. Selected member 10.
We really enjoyed the flow and action in Crimson Desert, and completing the tutorial was a solid onboarding to the larger adventure ahead. Based on our previous hands-on time, Crimson Desert currently feels much more intuitive and less complicated with its controls. Still, it had the recurring issue of being too complicated for its own good, with its systems trying to cram actions and features into a fairly limited set of submenus and combinations. For instance, you'll often have to manually equip key items and gear to activate some prompts, which can feel cumbersome. This all ties back into the attempts to make players feel like they're having a more tangible connection to the world, but it can often feel too overcomplicated for its own good.
Nah. You will get it, man. Like a couple hours into the game, you'll get it, man.
Along with the opening chapters, we also got a chance to get another look at the
Never mind.
mid-game of Crimson Desert, which saw a powered-up Cliff take on new enemies and a more powerful boss that matches up
Oh,
with
shit.
up skills. Moreover, Crimson Desert also includes new party members that can be swapped in if you want to try a different combat style. While Cliff is still the central protagonist, playing as the tanky berserker Unka or the nimble and fierce
You got 2 more characters? Wow. What's her name? What's her name?
still the central protagonist, playing as the tanky berserker Unka or the nimble and fierce Damien, offers up
Damien?
some fun alternatives to Cliff's playstyle. It does well to
Wait.
fierce Damien offers up some fun
What?
alternatives to Cliff's playstyle. It does well to showcase the variety within Crimson Desert and how the game will ramp up with more zany encounters that blur the lines between a high fantasy adventure and steampunk fantasy. Even with the lengthy hands-on time, we were still only scratching the surface of the larger adventures to be had in Crimson Desert. There have been many games in the past that try to go for large...
I'm never gonna lose at this. I'm calling it. Like I said, I've got the fastest fingers in K11.
open world settings, but don't often really justify the need to go big and bold. But we were honestly quite impressed to see that Crimson Desert is not only presenting a case for its take on an open world action adventure game, it is also having fun with the concept by pushing its attention to detail and just how much there is to unpack within the sprawling world.
You can make dishes using various tools and materials. Alright, and I guess these dishes will give you more health or more stamina. That's what I'm thinking what's gonna happen with these dishes, man.
So far, Crimson Desert is showing a lot of promise. It's certainly been on minds for several years now, which has invited a host of comparisons with other large-scale games. But our extended hands-on time has made us feel optimistic and intrigued by the game's maximalist action style. And that's gotten us plenty interested in seeing if the full game can deliver on reaching the same highs as other genre greats.
Yo, shout out to IGN, man. This is a really good video, man. Crimson Desert, the final preview. Yeah, so my conclusion is the game didn't promise too much. It looks awesome. I think it's gonna be game of the year, man. But I didn't see any fast travel mechanics. But surely this game will have fast travel, man. Like, this map is so big, you can't always go from A to B with your horse, man. The combat system also looks decent. I will have to play this game to figure it out, like how this, is it mainly made for noobs or good players? And they also didn't talk about the difficulty system, man. Like, does it have one difficulty or does it have, can you choose your difficulty? But yeah, man, I guess we will find it out on 19th March. As soon as this game launches, man, I'm gonna download it with 10 gigabytes per second internet speed. And I'm immediately gonna stream it on Twitch and YouTube. So if you don't want to miss a stream, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and also give this video a like. My goal is to get monetized this year. So help me reach this goal, man. I appreciate every single one of you. And with that said, take care of yourself and your family. And I'll see you the next time. Peace out!